Hey friends! Welcome to another Wednesday video, whatever this is. The accumulation of catching up with Dub's haul, top 5 videos. Dub started talking to the camera, so Rufus is going to enter the screen. All those things. The midweek catch-in, which usually is going to have a top 5. Yeah, come up here, buddy. I don't know if you can see him. There's his tail. Maybe you can see his tail. But welcome to a Wednesday video. Thanks for your ongoing support. Also, I forgot to do it last week, so at the end of this video, we're going to move to a different place, and we're going to do the final giveaway from hashtag bigdubfit from 2022, which we do have prizes to give away. We're going to pick a single winner, who I believe I said gets to pick 3 prizes. I'll have to watch the video back. I believe that's what I said. And we're going to pick that winner here at the end of this video. So stay tuned to the end if you're interested to see who wins the final part of that video. We do have a top 5. In fact, we'll do the top 5 first. Then we do have a package to open that we're going to open. We'll talk about all things going on in the world of dub recently. So this weekend, let me see when this is going to air. As this is going to air, you've watched Steve eat weird stuff. And the video that you're going to see in Life of the Dubs coming up, we just concluded this weekend, and that was a double Naruto signing, which was 2 of the villains, Madara, and Toby, I believe were the villains' names. They were Plastic Empire, and I've never watched Naruto. Actually, Kaya hasn't watched Naruto, but Kaya's friend Tiffany, who you see in videos from time to time, we tend to take with us to anime conventions. She's a big Naruto fan. It's her favorite. I think she told me it was her favorite thing at all, in all of entertainment. And so we took her over there so that she could have an opportunity to participate in that signing. She got some things signed. We also ran around to some other stores, and we had a good time. And you're also going to get a return of a long-awaited segment that people have been asking for in Life of the Dub. So we concluded that this weekend. We've been under the weather. I've been saying that a lot. It's kind of lingered for a better part of a week. Struggled being under the weather. And then we're getting ready for some visitors to come in town in the coming period of time, which we're excited for, that I think you'll all be excited for as well. And really just kind of getting back to the grind, getting back to normal. I went back kickboxing today. I've had a pretty good eating from a healthy perspective week, trying to get back on the exercise horse. So we're not doing bad. We're not doing bad. Started the year off pretty good, but really you got to build momentum and keep going. So not a ton to talk about going on right now. But I wanted to bring that up, the Naruto signing, because our top 5 for this week is the top 5 conventions I am excited for in 2023. These are 5 conventions that we will be going to, some form of us, at least me, in many cases probably all of us, and in some cases beyond that. And so they're all conventions that are in our local area in Georgia. They're all in the state of Georgia. We don't currently have any plans to go outside of Georgia, but that could change. Certainly, we'd be interested in going back to ICCC in Nashville. We'd be interested in going back to MegaCon in Orlando after missing that last year. We'd be interested in going back to South Carolina Comic-Con in Greenville, South Carolina. That's not far away. It's in April. And then Fanboy up in Knoxville, Tennessee, are all conventions we've gone to in the past that we have at least an interest in, but we have no commitments, no plans. Again, one of the things we're really trying to focus on in 2023 is enjoying what we have and spending less money on anything. Enjoying the video games in our house, chess, board games in our house, the exercise equipment that we already have committed to paying for or we already have in our house, cooking at home, staying at home, enjoying the television and movies, and we all have this vast catalog of stuff we haven't watched yet, and we should stay home and watch it, enjoy time as a family. So we really are trying to focus on that. Again, save money, conserve money, because we need to plan a wedding and we need to pay for a wedding and all of that. So we're trying to be conservative. So I don't know how much we're going to go out of the state this year. We've done that a lot in the last couple of years. We might pull it back some this year. We really might pull it back some this year. But nothing is to be determined yet. And certainly if we talk to some of those conventions, they like us to come out, we'll figure it out and see where we want. But these are the top 5 conventions I am excited for in 2023. Again, all in Georgia. We'll start with number 5, the only one not in the Atlanta area. It's in Augusta, Georgia, and that is Joe Fest. This convention happens in like the July time frame. I think that's right, June, July. It's around Father's Day usually. Around Father's Day. I think it's been at a slightly different time. It's in Augusta. It's a very, very fun show. It's very similar to, it's a toy show. Purely a toy show and a lot of retro stuff. Certainly it's called Joe Fest. You'll see a lot of G.I. Joe stuff, but you also just basically see a lot of 80s, a lot of vintage Star Wars. You're going to see a lot of G.I. Joe, both all the way back, like 12-inch, and then all the way up to classified series. You're going to see Transformers, a lot of Transformers, Ninja Turtle stuff. You're also going to see a fair amount of modern. You're not going to see a ton of 6 scale at a show like Joe Fest, but you're going to see quite a bit 1/18 and 1/12 stuff. Usually they have quite a bit of people to sign stuff. Almost usually always either wrestlers or G.I. Joe voice actors. Those are the dominant ones. And also sometimes some horror movie actors. But usually they have between 6 to 10 actors there of some sort that are signing things. It's a fun show. It's an opportunity for us to go to a show like this and not be home, so like we can get a hotel or stay with somebody or whatever. It's the show that David and Mike, OG Geek, and I sold our whole booth to Vodka James, Tequila Joe, last year. Bits and Buttons was there last year. I'm not sure if they're going to be there this year. And it's just a good time. We've had a lot of fun there, and the venue is great. It's big, high ceilings. Everything's in one room. It's air conditioned. It's easy to navigate, and it's a fun show. I actually think it is a show worth coming into. Valaverse, if you collect Action Force products, Bobby Vala and Valaverse is always there. They have Joe Fest exclusives, and they debut new figures at that show. So Joe Fest is the number 5 show that I'm excited for in 2023. Number 4 is Anime Weekend Atlanta. This is a show that happens Halloween weekend. It's over in the northwest part of Atlanta, kind of by the Braves Stadium up there, Marietta area. This is entirely an anime show. Entirely anime. So if you're not into anime, it's not going to be for you. If you are into anime, it's a destination show. I think it's one of the best anime shows in the country. It's a several-day show. So Joe Fest usually is preview night Friday and then Saturday, Sunday. That's Joe Fest. Anime Weekend Atlanta, I think, is a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday show. Maybe preview Thursday, but Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I think it's 4 days. It's at least 3, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But I think these next 3 shows are all 4-day shows, I believe. It's always right there around Halloween weekend, and or the last weekend of October, I think, is when it usually is. Tons of voice actors. Now, they were pretty steep price this year. I was disappointed in that, but you can see I was there. We had Tiffany there. We had Andrew Bogish there. We had a good time. And you get to see not just shopping, but they have concerts. They have voice actor panels. They have a lot of art. So if you're into anime, it's certainly a thing to do. The reason I'm looking forward to it, I think it's Kaya's favorite show of the year. That's the show that she cosplayed at. She made her costume for last year. We've always brought someone with us. I think actually the last couple years we brought Tiffany with us. And so my joy in that show, even though I don't think I bought anything for myself last year, is out of seeing her joy in that. I think that's her favorite show of the year. And so I take a lot of joy in it. It's something we get to do as a family. We look forward to every year. And I think it's something she always had wanted to do and never had a chance to do. So that's our number 4, Anime Weekend Atlanta. Number 3, the first convention I ever went to, our home convention, my birthday convention, and that is Dragon Con. Here in Atlanta, downtown Atlanta, really midtown Atlanta. It takes place in the Marriott Marquis in downtown, the Hilton, the Hyatt, the Sheraton, the Westin, 5 connected hotels, America's Mart. It's a massive convention. It's our biggest convention. It's our only real hotel convention that is just goes on the whole time. Technically, I think it's Thursday through Monday. It's a 5-day convention. It's always Labor Day weekend. Often all 3 of our birthdays fall across Dragon Con. You've heard me talk plenty about Dragon Con, but it is so New York Comic Con, San Diego Comic Con are corporate run conventions. The guests that are there are being paid to be there, or they have to be there as part of their promotional contract. So it feels corporate. And I've been to New York Comic Con. I haven't been to San Diego Comic Con. Great show, but it feels corporate. It feels commercial. It feels paid for. Dragon Con is run by fans. It is a fan-run convention. There's certainly people at the top of that food chain making money. But I do panels at Dragon Con. I have friends that run tracks. I have volunteered at Dragon Con a number of years. It is run by the fans. And so it feels that way. Even though it's huge and massive, it feels homegrown. And it's Labor Day weekend. It's impossible to get a hotel at one of the host hotels. They've all already sold out. So if you have not already got a hotel in one of those, I would recommend trying to find another hotel in downtown, Airbnb, whatever. It's worth going. It's a party con because it never stops. Whereas all these other shows I'm going to talk about, at a certain time, the convention's closed, y'all got to get out of here because it's in a convention hall of some sort. Dragon Con's in hotel, so it just never stops. It is crazy. I've got a ton of Dragon Con videos on this channel you can go back and watch and see if it's something that you're into. I think you will be. Moving on to number 2. Also here in Atlanta, also downtown. This happens at the Georgia World Congress Center. And it's actually why it moves to number 2 instead of number 3, and that is MomoCon. MomoCon happens Memorial Day weekend, not that far away. And MomoCon is so as opposed to Anime Week in Atlanta, which is only anime, MomoCon is everything that's animated. So you get anime, yes, plenty of anime, but you also get cartoons, traditional cartoons. So like the voice of Goofy was there last year. So you get American cartoons. So for instance, like SpongeBob could be there. Rugrats, anything like that can be there. But also, because it's animated, video games. So MomoCon is video games, cartoons and animation, and anime. So it's a wider group than anime. If you saw last year, we had press passes, and I got to go to a press conference with the voice of Master Chief and got to take private pictures with him. It was awesome. And I think a reason that MomoCon is actually higher than Dragon Con is it's all indoors, it's all in one place, you don't got to leave. So all the things that make Dragon Con great, the party hotels, it never closes, you walk around the streets of Atlanta and you're seeing stormtroopers. All of that's great, except I've done it for 15 years. I'm kind of over it. When I'm ready to be done, I just want to go on home. I don't want to be out till 3 a.m. and see somebody wearing a Darth Vader helmet and a kilt and bikini top wielding Glamdring the Foe Hammer. Like, that was cool to see for a decade, but now I'm kind of ready to go to bed. So I don't need that as much. So MomoCon I'm actually more excited for because it's contained, it's all in, it's massive, massive. The Georgia World Congress Center is a humongous convention hall. It's hard to explain. It's like the Javits Center in New York where New York Comic Con is. And it just has everything in there. So you get concerts, music, you get gaming opportunities, you get, if you want to learn how to build Gundam, you get that opportunity, you have board games, Pokemon, amazing cosplay, Dragon Con also, and Anime Week in Atlanta, all 3 amazing cosplay. Great list of guests. Last year, if you saw, that's where I think we got 15 or 16 signatures at MomoCon last year. It was a lot of fun. And again, this is a really fun family convention. I think this is, as a family, maybe the one we enjoyed the most this year as an overall family. I'm not going to have Ranger Stop on this list, but Ranger Stop consistently has impressed us the last couple of years. Be an honorable mention if I had done honorable mention. That's also in Atlanta. But it feels like Ranger Stop just a lot bigger. And the press access they give, at Dragon Con as well gave awesome press access, but the press access at MomoCon, just unbelievable. And I really, really enjoyed the opportunities that we got together doing those things. And, so I've already seen they've started to announce guests. MomoCon guests are starting to come out now. They've got some pretty good guests coming. I'm not going to go into guests of any of these because that's something for you to find for yourself. But it's Memorial Day weekend. It's in downtown Atlanta. I think I went 3 days or 4 days last year. 4 days of Dragon Con, 3 days to MomoCon. And we'll probably do the same thing this year. Even if we're not looking to meet anybody or hang out, it's just a good time. And I hope that Kyle will be in costume at all 3 of those major conventions. All right, number 1. Our number 1 show of the year that we're looking forward to is right around the corner. It's coming up here at the end of March, and that is Toylanta. Toylanta usually would have been further up I love Toylanta, but it's more just a me show, right? The girls go, we have a good time, we've done the castle, but like last year, Kai didn't go to Toylanta at all. It's not really her thing, right? It's primarily G.I. Joes, Transformers, Ninja Turtles, vintage stuff. There's not a lot of girls at Toylanta. There's not a lot of families at Toylanta. Victoria and Natalie come because they want to see our friends that come to Toylanta every year, but it's not really their thing. But this year, Four Horsemen Studios is coming to Toylanta. The folks that sculpt, create Mythic Legions are coming themselves. It'll be the first time I've been to a convention that the Horsemen are at in person, which means they'll have Mythic Legions for sale at their price, which is much cheaper than any other price. You get a chance to meet them. I think that probably means a lot of those Mythic Legions customizers are going to come back out. They're going to be there to enjoy, spend time with. I had a great time last year with all them. Walter, shout out to the Mythic Legions Cabal. Walt the Mad, shout out to Walter. I'm sure he'll be there in Atlanta again. I'm trying to see if we can do an event at my house with the Four Horsemen and some of the Mythic Legions Cabal members. I'd love to host something like that, so we're trying to work something like that out. And hopefully, all the boys are going to come. The last couple years, so Josh has been to Toylanta twice. Mike, OG Geek, has been to Toylanta 3 or 4 times. Seth's been to Toylanta twice. Slap Happy came to Toylanta last year. I don't think Humpty did not come to the castle year, but came the next year. There's so many people that have come. Captain Powerlift has come up. We had so much fun last year. Sentry, Ron came last year. And I'm hoping Kent Poole, Greg Cook, of course, Damien, all my local friends here, David, everybody. But I'm hoping a lot of people come again. And with the Four Horsemen here, I think it's going to be the biggest Toylanta ever. And so I'm just really looking forward to it. If you want to meet a bunch of us, of the hunters and whoever, the folks on YouTube that you watch from that circle, I don't know who all is going to be there, but there will be a number of us there. Plus the Four Horsemen there. Plus it's just a great show for retro, for modern. You can find 6-scale stuff there. It's a lot of fun. And that's the show I'm looking forward to the most. And it's probably the first show we'll go to. I think that's probably the first show on the list because we're trying to just cool out until the springtime. So that's coming up. Now, that's my top 5 shows that I'm looking forward to. Before we wrap up and we go look at the winner, I do have a package to open. All right. So one of the things I'm going to try to do this year is I'm probably not going to post a lot of haul pictures because I don't want to. Usually when I have a haul picture, I've just been accumulating, funny from my recent videos, stuff for like 2 weeks and not opening it until I said, okay, here's a big enough thing for a haul, and this is my haul for the week or the last 2 weeks, and then I open it up. That's stupid. I know. I don't know why I do that. I honestly don't know why. I guess to say, hey, look at me, and that's bad. That's a bad habit. So what I want to try to do is each week on this kind of catch-up video where we talk about a top 5 and whatever else, if I have any packages come in that I don't happen to open on Life of the Dubs because they come in at a time that is after that. So I finished filming a Life of the Dubs Saturday, 2 days ago, and today this came in. I'm not going to start filming another Life of the Dubs for a week or so. So I don't want to just let this sit and wait forever to be opened. I want to open it now and show you what I got. And I'm not going to take it out of the box, but I'll take it out of the box later off camera because I'm not going to wait to have a haul picture. When I have something worthy of a haul, meaning I got a lot of stuff all at once, then I'll take a haul picture. But this has come in. Came in DHL, and I believe, although it's always hard, yeah, okay, there we go. This is not the easiest thing to figure out. See, it's like completely wrapped in a form of tape. Don't cut toward yourself, Dub. That's not the way to do it. So it's hard to see where the cut point is. That was incorrect. That was poor. No, don't cut toward yourself. Don't cut toward yourself. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. There we go. So, I believe this will be from Ramen Toy. I believe it will be from Ramen Toy, who I enjoy doing business with. They actually sent Natalie and I those Monstars as an engagement present. And this is the next in their line, I hope. Yes. It is the next in their line of what they call the 80s Commanders. The 80s Commanders line, which are Centurions. And if I remember right, there we go. So this is the antagonist cyborg, or is that Doc Terror? Is that his name? I believe that's right. Doc Terror, and I'll give you a close-up on it. Cool packaging on that. So I have actually 4 of these. Don't ask. But specifically I have 2 of each colorway, because they have a modern colorway, which I think are probably those. Let's see what this one is. They have one that's like a modern colorway, and they have one that is a classic colorway. Yeah, I see. So they have the bright blue, which I'm going to have to pull the camera down and show you. This thing is stuck. It's stuck. It's stuck. But they have the bright blue, which is like the original toy version. And then they have the kind of newer, I don't even know how you call it, more aggressive blue, kind of bold blue, which is like the modern way. Now, I display my 80s Commanders, my Centurions from Ramen, with the modern versions, but I've also bought the classic color versions. I just don't have those displayed yet. And I do buy 2 of each, because I like the way the packaging looks. And honestly, with Ramen, I like to support them. They're good guys, and I like to support them, so I buy 2 of each of this line. They are coming out with a mask line, if you remember. Mask Crusaders working overtime. You? Well, cut to it right here.
Masked Crusaders working overtime, fighting crime.
Enjoyed it, yep. That's right. You enjoyed it. So this is actually not Doc Terror, if I said that. This is the hacker, like the cyborg hacker from Centurion, like Doc Terror's number 2. I hope they make Doc Terror, but they've only shown this one, and I don't know how well it'll do. But it is the hacker, and they've got the light blue, like the 80s version, and then the new version, which is dark blue. Let me show you. So there they are. They're down there. As we still haven't actually put away the Christmas tree, but they're down there. You can see that one right there. And so here's the 2 different colors. I believe this one is the classic 80C05. See if they both have the same number, 80C05. But you see how this one is a darker blue, bolder blue, and this one's a lighter color. You can see the difference there. More matches like the original toy, the original Centurion's toy, and this is more of a darker toy. These are actually the ones I'm going to display with this one. Now, what's cool about the figure is you see how it's separate right there? It's magnetic, and they're releasing the drones that are coming out in a future one. And the drones and this, you can connect the 2 halves and make a brand new figure. So when those drones come in, I'll show you that. But those are cool. Thanks to Ramen Toy. I mean, I purchased these, but I still appreciate those guys and what they do. And there we go. So before we wrap this rigmarole of a video up, let's go downstairs and let's figure out who won the final Beat Up Fit giveaway of the year. So we are going to pick a single winner that can pick 3 of these prizes. Got the McFarlane, Batman Beyond, 40th Anniversary Motu He-Man, WWE Ultimates, Mr. T. We've got the Arkham, Batman, and Joker 2-pack. We've got Clone Commander Wolf, Deathwatch Mando, and this Mario AirPods case for regular AirPods. So I'm about to pick the winner right now, and you can pick any 3 of those, and they'll go right out to you. Here we go, folks. The final giveaway of the year from the Farewell 2022 video, hashtag BeatUpFit. 1 + 4 = 5. The final winner of Beat Up Fit's 41 comments. Wow. Maybe the most we've had in a long time. Let's see who wins. Here we go. It is Carlos Escabales. Thank you for continuing to put out content with regards to your toy hunts and Beat Up Fit movement 2022. Was a great year due to chronic back pain. Pain took a toll on me. But there's a lot of things you can read there, but thank God I can find an escape by watching your videos and watching videos from other YouTubers. Here's to 2023. So Carlos, you are the winner, the final winner of hashtag BeatUpFit. So Carlos, reach out to me. Not here on YouTube, not in comments. Don't get hit by a spam bot or anything. Instagram at bigdub60. Message me on Facebook. Worst case, email me. Email is in the description below. And let me know which 3 prizes you want of those 3 and what your mailing address is, and I'll get it sent right out to you. And that'll be yours, the final winner. That's amazing, that many comments listing like what B-Dub Fit meant to them. It meant a lot to me. We certainly talked about it there. I hope you're enjoying these Wednesday videos. If you have any idea for a top 5 you'd like to see me talk about, or whatever else you'd like to see in this, or if you have comments on the Monday videos we've been putting out, leave those on the Monday. I'd appreciate you checking those out. I think that's a fun series. And I know this isn't a hunt, but it's an opportunity for me to connect with you, share what's going on in my life with you, and still spend time with my family, spend time with my health, which is important to me and should be important to you as well. So thanks for joining. I'll talk to you next time. You've got a fun video with Out with the Girls and a return of a much-anticipated segment on Sunday with Life of the Dubs. Till then, squeeze it.